Okay, so you can see this is where we left off. We had a really good looking character site. Now what I've done is I've written two more style sheets. One is called Hero Alt 1 and the other is called Hero Alt 2. So just by changing the style sheet, let's save, you can see what happens. I didn't change any HTML. You'll see that there's a tiling background, and this is done by setting a background image. This is special syntax for going a folder up. So from our Hero Alt 1 CSS, it goes up a folder and then it goes and looks in the image folder for the pixel image 100 JPEG. And then I set a background repeats of repeats, and then I get something looking like this. You'll also notice a text shadow. So if I inspect this and I just take the background image off, you'll notice that there's a shadow on the text and a shadow on the image itself. This is done by two different things. The H1 has a text shadow, and this is the X value, this is the Y value, and this is the blur amount, and then the color of the shadow. Again, there's a box shadow on the header image, and it's the X value, the Y value, the blur amount, and the color. So that's the top section. I've changed a few colors, I've centered text, I've taken out numbers, and then I've changed the footer a little bit. So that's one version. Another version, I'm just going to change it to 2 and save it. And let's see what happens now. Wow, so it's really red. Yep, really red. It's very flat. It's a square image. There's no shadows. The allies have borders around them and they're all in little rounded boxes. Captions changed. And what are these? Well, these are links and they have a background color, and they also have a hover setting applied to them. So in Hero Alt 2, I'll show you in the A tags, there's a background color, and then when they hover, and this is called a pseudo class, the background changes a color. And that's how I'm getting that darker color when I'm hovering over a link. And just by changing CSS and absolutely no HTML am I able to come up with 3 totally different pages. So that's the power of CSS. You can radically change how your websites look and feel just by a few lines of code and by changing your CSS files.